Once again, I will welcome you back to the topic triangles. So exercise 8A, today we will continue with exercise 8A. So today I will continue with question number 6. Question number 6. It says, question number 6. In the given figure, PA perpendicular to AB, QB perpendicular to AB, and PA is equal to QB. If PQ intersects AB at M, show that M is the midpoint of both AB and PQ. So first we will draw the figure. A, B, these are perpendiculars. P, this is M, this is Q. So in the figure they are given PA perpendicular to AB, PA is perpendicular to AB, QB is perpendicular to AB. PQ intersects, PQ and AB intersects at M, and M is the midpoint of AB and PQ. M is the midpoint of AB and PQ. So M is the midpoint of AB and PQ means what? So it divides AB into two equal halves. That means AM is equal to MB, and we have to show that M is the midpoint of both AB and PQ. So we have to show that these are equal sides. These are equal sides, isn't it? So what you have to prove here? We have to prove AM is equal to, indirectly you can say AM is equal to MB and PM is equal to MQ. PM is equal to MQ. So what is the proof for this? Proof. So in order to prove this, we have to prove that two triangles are congruent. These two triangles are congruent in triangles. APM and BQM. We have to prove the congruency of these two triangles. So the M is the intersecting point of AB and PQ. Therefore, vertically opposite angles. So angle AMP is equal to angle BMQ. We can say vertically opposite angles. One point is over. Similarly, they are given angle PAM. Angle PAM is equal to angle MBQ. Angle MBQ is equal to 90 degree. They are only given. Two angles are over. Now we have to say that one more side, PA is equal to QB. PA is equal to QB. They are given. So PA is equal to QB. They are given. So it is given. Therefore, we can say triangle APM is congruent to triangle APM is congruent to triangle BQM. So this implies if two triangles are congruent, then the corresponding sides are also equal to each other. Now what are the corresponding sides? AM is equal to BM. AM is equal to BM. And one more, PM is equal to MQ. PM is equal to m cube. So this implies, this we can say CPCT, congruent part of congruent triangle. So this implies m is, they are asking us what you have to prove. M is the midpoint of, m is midpoint of, m is midpoint of AB and PQ, AB and PQ. So note down this sum. Note down this sum. So we move on to the next question. Question number 7. In this, AB is a line segment. They are given AB is a line segment. AB is a line segment. And AX and BY are two equal line segments. AX and BY are two equal line segments. They are equal. Drawn on opposite sides of AB such that AX is parallel to BY. If AB and XY intersect at M, AB and XY join XY, both are intersecting at M. So what you have to prove? So what you have to prove? What you have to prove here? What you have to prove? One is triangle AMX. Triangle AMX is congruent to triangle BMY. Second thing, you have to prove that AB and XY bisect each other. AB and XY bisect each other. That you have to prove, isn't it? So as usual, first you have to prove the congruency of these two triangles. First you have to prove the congruency of these two triangles. What are those triangles? AMX and BMY. AMX and BMY. In triangles AMX and BMY. So you observe these two lines, AX is parallel to BY. What happens? Alternate angles are formed. AX is parallel to BY and XY is the transversal. So therefore what happens? Alternate angles are formed. So what are the alternate angles? AXM is equal to angle BYM. Alternate angles. Okay. Next we can get opposite angles. Angle AMX is equal to angle BMY. Angle BMY, vertically opposite angles. Next, they are told these two sides are equal. Isn't it? These two sides are equal. So for this region, what we can say? ASA also you will get. So I can take this also. So these two angles. So that I can get ASA, because these two angles are also, or instead of taking this as instead of taking this as vertical opposite angles, I can take this alternate angles in order to prove, because otherwise we get AS also is there. Okay, no problem. AS. Okay, no problem. So one more we can take XY. AX is equal to BY. So given, this is given. So what we did, AXM is equal to BYM, one angle, alternate angle, then vertical opposite angles. Then AX is equal to BY, given. Therefore, triangle AMX is congruent to triangle BMY on the basis of what? AAS, angle, side. So what is the second part we have to prove? AB and XY bisect each other. AB and XY bisect each other at M, or XY intersect at M, bisect each other at M. This is at M. Okay. That means we have to prove these two are equal. AM is equal to BM, XM is equal to MS. Since these two triangles are congruent, so what we can say? So this implies AM is equal to BM. AM is equal to BM. Similarly, XM is equal to MY. CP, So this implies, we have to write this one. AB and XY bisect each other at M. So this is the answer. So we can prove either using ASA also, because anyhow we have AX is parallel to BY. So using ASA axiom also we can prove the congruency of these two triangles, or AS axiom also we can prove the congruency of these two triangles. Okay, in any method we can prove the congruency of these two triangles. So note down this sum. Now 8.1. So here I want to give this as homework. In the given figure, the sides BA and CA of triangle ABC, if you observe the figure in your textbook, page number 97, have been produced to D and E such that BA and AD are equal, CA and AE are equal. Okay. Prove that ED parallel to BC. You have to prove the parallelism. Not to prove the parallelism, you have to prove the congruency of those two triangles. What are those two triangles? You have to prove triangle EAD is equal to triangle ABC. If you prove the congruency of the triangle, you will come to know that alternate angles are equal. If alternate angles are equal, that means the condition for parallelism is satisfied. So therefore what we can say? Therefore we can say that ED is parallel to BC. Understood? So what are the conditions for parallelism? Either alternate angles should be equal, or corresponding angles should be equal, or sum of the co-entry angles should be equal to 180 degree. Understood? So take it as homework and do it in your notes. Okay? So don't forget. So you have to compulsory solve this sum. Okay. In the next class, I will continue with question number 9. Okay. Thank you.